All right, so for me, rather than going through dashboards, reports, things like that, everybody sees that. You just go to YouTube, type in Sage Intacct Construction, you're going to see the same thing from everybody. What I want to show is the project screen, which the reason I like to show this is Sage has done a great job in adding enhancements and features to this area to make it a borderline one-stop shop for job information that you need to get. So there's no needing to be like jumping around to multiple areas, different applications to find that piece of data that you want
Hmm.
pertaining to one job. Within this project, you can get to nearly every piece of data that you would want to see for this project, whether it's through links that are connected, so on and so forth. So we're on the project information page. So, this is just the initial overview of the project, ID, name. We've got our dimensions that we're tagging this to, contacts, customer, schedule, if you want to track that, along with different scopes or people, other people you want to add to this. You could have this here. Also, we then have, so in the essence of time, I'm going to move a little quick, but then you have your estimate. What's nice about this, if I clicked edit, we can then go in and actually view the exact estimate there. I can have all my estimate revisions within here. So you can have multiple estimates here. I could have my forecast if we want to upload forecasts here, and I'm able to differentiate those within. So then I can report off of both or each individually. Very nice. Then you'll have all your purchasing commitments. And what's nice about this is it gives you a nice summary. So here I've got my subcontracts and a purchase order. And I can see that, original amount, posted change, revised amount invoiced, what's being held in retainage or holdback, amount invoiced, net retainage, holdback, what have we paid, and what's my balance look like. Now I can say, hey, I don't remember that change order for $25,000. No problem. I can go ahead and I can click into this subcontract then. It's going to pull right up for me. And now I can go into here, into my primary document details. We're going to get a much more in-depth summary here. But now I can go in and actually get to that and see that change order here. I could drill in, get to more information around that change order right from here. I also can then see any bills that have been, that are tied to the subcontract that we've had. And then I can even see any payments that I've made for those AP bills as well. And it'll track my payments and everything up here. And then when I'm done, click the X, I'm out of it. Now, if I want to go check out things from more of a change management side from the prime contract area, I can do that, but we'll get to that in a second because what else is nice is I now I got my project contract too. So again, just directly within the project screen, I've only clicked what, two links? And now here we are. I can see my contract as a whole, or I can see my schedule of values right here with nice summary information for each line as well. So I have that information at my fingertips. We can see what we've billed. And I go, okay, great. I want to see where we actually build that. I can go right here. Now I got all those invoices. So I can see all of my project contract invoices that I've generated off of this contract, along with with each of those, as well as payments that I've received against them, and then making sure this will always tie back to paid and then your payments received within this screen. And I could view those invoices going, and I could see my AIA 702, 703 if I need to. The other part of this was within the project contract, I do have a change order within here for electrical. And I can go again, okay, what happened with that change? I click change management. There's the change order right here. And I can see what was that cost. So this was that $25,000 that we actually incurred on that subcontract that I then was able to apply my markup to make it 30. So then we're affecting our budget by 25, affecting our contract by 30. So that's kind of a quick and dirty through through the project screen. But again, not a lot of clicking necessary in terms of on links and having to jump into other areas. If I have questions on items, I can get right in here and find all that information, very quickly. You also have the search up here. It's a global search. So if people, you get that random call from, I don't know, anybody, a subcontractor, and they say, "Hey, we paid you $2,312.17 in 2023. What was that for?" You can actually go right in this search, and then you could just look up through AP, look up that subcontractor. It'll pull up all invoices, or you can even type in the amount and search there. But if they give you the project, you can go to the project and find it pretty easily too. So Intact, it's a job-centric solution because of the dimensions. So we're tagging this information everywhere we're entering it, so then it can all be found in one quick, easy spot. The other piece that I find super beneficial for people is going to be on the WIP management tool. I can't tell you how many people do this in Excel, and just because they're used to Excel and they like Excel, so they do it there. You can do all of this now within the product. You don't need to be doing this in Excel and then doing your journal entries. This will do it for you. So, quick high level overview, you'll be able to create a WIP schedule. So, it's going to be all right, what projects do I want included in this? Do I have any parent-child relationship jobs? So, I want to roll up those child jobs into the parent on my WIP. Do I want to do that? You can just set that very easily. But once you're done, you're going to have your WIP schedule created. And within here, you're going to be able to update these values. So, we have the CFO forecast, cost of completion, CFO forecast, contract value, and then also CFO forecast percent complete. As I enter in, you know, numbers, amounts within here, other percentages and columns are going to update for me. What is nice about this is there's actually project manager fields within here too. So you can have PMs, which I know people are doing this already in Excel where they're getting their forecast from their project managers. They can actually import that into Intact and it will then fill out these PM fields here. So you can get their entries, and then we call it the CFO entries, where if you want to make changes, modifications to what they've provided, we can still capture theirs as well as yours. But then it will calculate all the remaining columns for us. And you will have a spot here for comments too. So like if you have things that you want to add context around, those comments can be put there. They'll save within this, and then those will carry through to the next month. But what else is nice about this is if I go to the posting preview, it's going to show me the posts, the postings that are going to be done based on this WIP schedule when I were to click save and post. It's going to show me right here. And then you're also going to have, what's the posting date and then what's the automatic reversal date. So, we'll do it end of the month and then automatically reverse it the start of the next month. So the next day. But it's a really nice feature, saves people a ton of time. And now you're not doing it in Excel any longer. And it just, this is one of those areas for lives positively impacted that for sure hits because it makes this very, very clean and easy for people, on a month in, month out basis. And then from a reporting aspect too, this will then you'll have a history area where you can look at all your previous history for your WIP schedule postings, break it out by job, by project manager, however you'd like to do it, but then you can report there as well. So these are the two areas that I thought would be best to show today, just because again, I feel like everybody's seen a lot of the same stuff. And I'm hoping that these do pop out to people. But for my money, I think that they're two very cool areas of the software.